The Valedictorian Address. The honor of being named valedictorian of a class is bestowed upon a student who for 4 years in the upper school has consistently achieved the highest standards of academic excellence. It is with great pride and pleasure that I present to you the valedictorian of the Stonebridge School of Sacred Heart, class of 2015, Nora Gosselin.
Good morning. It does feel like everything is ending these days. These past few months, we've plodded along, occasionally acknowledging so quickly that it can't sink in. This is the last first period English class. This is the last time I'll stare out the window in calculus, or sit out in the sun during a double free period trying to work up a tan beneath her potato sack of a uniform. But today, we look around at our friends, our teachers, down the hallways and in the classrooms through which our voices have echoed for 4 years, and we can't help but face the bare truth that it's over. None of us really understands what that means. We just can't wrap our heads around a Monday morning that doesn't begin by pulling on the polo or yanking on the kilt. And why should we be able to? It's what we've done for 4, for 10, for some 14 years. As cliche as it sounds, our kilts have, in many ways, been our safety nets, tangible reminders of who we are and where we belong. The smallest of things, the prayers we may drone in assembly, the badgering to stay in uniform, the sage barbecues and block frees, these enduring things that are so uniquely Stonebridge have anchored us in a time of enormous change. But now the planner pages have run out. The kilts have grown far, far too short, and it's over. We sit here today in these long white dresses, trying to make sense of the end of a world. It's all so unbelievably scary. My classmates, my sisters, for 10 years now, are racing off in 79 different directions. No matter how much we may wish, we will never recapture this moment in our lives, this cresting wave between our youths and our futures. However, this isn't some sort of love letter to high school. I won't lie, sometimes it's been hard. There have been administrative policies to overcome and ideas to fight for, but this class has met all challenges with relentless passion, unwavering heart, and engaging conviction. This is the magic that we've captured, that we've created in our time here. This is a class that is not afraid to speak its mind, be it about the right of all women, our right to play every role that anyone else can in today's world, or about the right of all students, our right to enjoy coffee in morning assembly. This is a class of girls who can sob into each other's arms at retreat, and just hours later can pull it together around a campfire and make each other laugh so hard it hurts. During these 4 years, each of our lives has changed immensely. There's been loss, stress, and self-doubt, but also victory, discovery, and growth. Through it all, we have taken solace from and been strengthened by one another. Without even realizing it, we have watched each other mature into beautiful, intelligent women. I look around today and am simply amazed by how far we've come, arm in arm the entire time. So there's the answer to our fear, our doubts about the future, our inability to process a Monday that doesn't begin and end with our trusted uniform. We need not be afraid because we are not the same girls that entered this high school 4 years ago. And the lessons that we've learned here, from each other and from our teachers, are not the sorts of things that will ever disappear. Exactly what are those lessons that will drive us forward into the great unknown of life after high school? We've learned how to raise our hands, as simple as that may seem. The confidence instilled in us inside the classroom and beyond is sometimes easy to overlook. I mean, of course we feel free to speak our minds, to slice through a lecture with our open palms actively grasping at new information. But the fact that we're so comfortable doing so, that its alternative actually seems strange, is really telling. This confidence is just not the norm, especially among girls our age. Stonebridge imparts the deep understanding that mistake and confusion are part of learning, a process that only really begins when we take the first step, when we choose to reach out and reach up. We've learned how to turn ideas into actions. This class is full of big thinkers and dynamic planners who feel passionately about everything from the environment and immigration reform to the need for both gender and racial equality. None of us has ever allowed this passion to stagnate in the face of homework or rules. Instead, we've harnessed these convictions and acted on them daily, creating clubs, organizing bake sales, leading discussions, and educating our peers. The secure platform for debate that Stonebridge has provided allowed each of us to develop strong convictions, convictions that will stay with us and define us for the rest of our lives. We've learned how to dance, from the masterful 10-minute choreographed number we did during Spirit Week to the unique ways each of us act on our inner creativity every day. This class knows how to express itself. But it's not just the ability to express oneself that is essential. It's the willingness to do so. It takes courage. And each of us has that, even in those moments when we feel most afraid. I know this because I have watched classmates take to the stage, pour their hearts into pieces of art, hit those difficult notes, and tear faster than they ever imagined they could across the field. In each of these bold actions, there's the possibility of failure, the risk of falling short. But our classes learn not to shy away from the challenge. We've been inspired by it. Our athletes compete, our artists create, our musicians perform. Our courage, that force that pulls us out onto the gym floor ready to dance, prevails. We've learned from incredible teachers and mentors here who work tirelessly to transform plain classrooms into rich worlds of knowledge with expanding horizons. But not only do they present information each day, they also instill a profound respect for it. We've also learned and been nurtured by the goals of the Sacred Heart, lessons repeated so often that they sometimes seem to lose their meaning. But at their core, these goals, a personal and active faith in God, a deep respect for intellectual values, a social awareness that impels to action, a drive to build community, and a commitment to grow in an atmosphere of wise freedom, these are radical, revolutionary notions. This network of women that we are a part of, one that spans centuries and nations, is a radical, revolutionary community. Finally, from these teachers and these core principles, our class has learned to love. This is the true magic of this group and of this school. We care. We care so deeply about everything from the relationships that we form to the work that we do. Each of us has come to depend on that care and love. I certainly have. From friends who sewed on my kilt buttons when I didn't know how, and teachers who pushed me to be better than I thought I was, to busloads of you who came when my family was mourning a loss. This love is unparalleled. We have carried one another by the sheer force of it through 4 years of high school, up the aisle today and to these seats. Come fall, it will hold us together as we fly apart. So there's no need to be afraid of this ending, because what we have here, what we have between us, will endure. For today, we celebrate. Class, I love you infinitely. I thank you more than these words can express, and I know you will all conquer the world. I'm sorry, Justice Scalia, but here's this platitude that I believe is true for us. This is only the beginning.